Hello from Global Strategy. My name is Joshua Weiger and I work with projects and donor relations. In just a minute, I'm going to share with you a conversation with one of our project managers or missionaries who serve overseas. But first, I want to tell you why. 2020 has been filled with all kinds of loss and disruption. As we find ourselves in the last 2 months of the year, we wanted to share with you a chance to finish 2020 strong. We checked in with our local project leaders and we have 14 projects that need a little help to get over the finish line. These projects all fit into 4 categories: education projects, entrepreneurial endeavors, church cultivation, and compassion ministries. We have a unique opportunity before the end of the year to maximize a $50,000 match. This means any gifts toward our year-end Finish Strong campaign will be doubled. For more information on our campaign or the match, please visit childglobal.org/finishstrong.
This is Pastor Marlene Viray, and she is many things in the Philippine Church of God. One of the responsibilities she's taken on in the last couple of years is helping the pastors develop incomes outside of church giving. So, but she and her husband also pastor a church, and she's heavily involved in the Grace Family Helper Project, which is the Children of Promise program for the Philippines. And she's a daughter of Eddie and Feli Viray, the founders of the church. And she has 3 daughters, and she's just a lot of fun.
That's great. That's great. Well, Pastor Marlene, thank you so much for this time again. Can you tell me a little bit about your church community in the Philippines?
Our church in the Philippines, we have almost 18 churches, and we have 29 pastors. Wow. Because some of our pastors are associate pastors in the different areas. And our churches are mostly located with the remote areas in the Philippines. And that is why we have this Children of Promise, wherein it serves as our mission field because when we get some sponsored children, they are not Christian, they are not members of the Church of God. And we really want to focus more with non-believers rather than the believers one. Because we believe that it's only Christ who can change the lives of these families. And that's one thing, that is one of our main objective with Children of Promise, that we have to enter into the lives of the child, and through the child, we can get the whole family. And that's
their logo now is making wholeness possible. And so I hear that that's what you're talking about, is when you enter into the home through Children of Promise, it encourages a bigger conversation.
Yes,
That's so good.
Yes,
so good.
And one great thing with us is that those children that we serve are now the church leaders in the different churches. And that is our success. That was what we call accomplishment.
If you don't mind, Marlene, I'd like to add, you're downplaying it just a bit there, because they take the Children of Promise and take it up a couple of notches compared to other programs around the world. They integrate services that are available to children that they work with from the government. And they see that the the children receive all of the services from the government that are available for free, and of course make sure they're in school and make sure that they have their food, and so they do more than
there's
any other
community,
Children of Promise program.
That's so good. And there's a community development piece of that part of your work. So tell us a little bit about the project. We haven't really introduced that we're doing with Global Strategy. What is the project, and maybe where did the idea come from?
This project is what we call the Philippine Fish Project. And then we have a partner with Mr. Virgilio Marzo. He will be the one providing us the fingerlings, no, and also the fish tank, which is 2 cubic meter, and the feeds, which is organic feeds. It's a vegetable eater fish. It's not an ordinary fish that we can buy in the market, but it will serve this project. We will serve as the nursery.
You take the fish at
Yeah.
a certain size and you grow it to
Yes.
another size.
Yeah. And then there's an option also that we could also make it in a bigger size. So not only instead of them buying, we could also sell it within the community.
This is such, I mean, it's such a good idea from my perspective, so creative for a church community to take this on. But how many fingerlings will you be trying to nurture at a time, or?
That will be thousands, no, of fingerlings, because in one tank they'll be sending us thousands of fingerlings, and they will just buy it per tank.
Okay.
Fish tank, yeah. This fish tank is 3,000. If they will buy it with us, because we're proposing at least 8 tanks.
Just for our viewers,
Yes.
how many dollars per peso, or how many pesos per dollar?
Now, with the rate of exchange right now is 48, a dollar.
Okay.
Yeah, a dollar.
And so you said 30,000 pesos will get you eight tanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that right?
30,000 per tank.
So that's roughly $650 a tank, and they want to do eight tanks for the first church.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $5,200. So the urban churches that they do have are on very small pieces of property, and so this fits in really well.
Yeah.
These tanks can be set to one side next to the church and guarded. So, and then the idea is the church members are the ones who will take care of it.
Will take care of it. Yeah.
Tell me, Marlene, why is this important? Why do you need projects like this? I think that's important for our churches to hear.
Yeah, because you know what? We have scarcity of food right now. Most especially at this pandemic, you know. There are a lot of scarcity in food, no? And some are just canned goods, and which are not nutritious, no? Thinking of the nutritive value, we have to think also not only to earn, but also the effect of our products to the people. No, what is the health issue? We should also consider the health issue.
And are there other churches that are doing this type of thing around you? Like, is this a common thing, or this is pretty new even in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, because you know having a peace fund is very expensive. Okay. You cannot, in the Philippines.
And that's where
it's very expensive.
And that's where having the project with Global Strategy is helpful, to have some of that seed money to get this started, and then that will continue and sustain. That's so good.
And that's what we really dream of, because we wanted to help other churches, no? So it will duplicate by other churches to their own church, so that they could also create jobs for the members of the church.
Yeah, it's so good.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good. I think you've given us a very clear picture of how this is working, and we're so thankful to be able to highlight it in the year-end project, so that the year-end campaign, and we have this opportunity for matching funds for people who are partner with us. So we're excited to get this off the ground, and hopeful that our year-end campaign will be successful, so that we can partner with you. So Pastor Marlene, is there anything else you'd like to share with potential partners or anyone who might be watching?
Yeah, we are praying that you could be of help to us, and we know that this project will create a lot of difference in the lives of the people we've been serving, and also with the members and the believers that we have here in the Philippines. So